Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Healthy Habit Hub, where we help you level up your fitness game and crush your goals. Today's topic, one that's super important for anyone serious about building muscle, but still often gets overlooked: muscle building mistakes. Believe it or not, 99% of people are making at least a few of these, and it's holding back their progress big time. I'm talking about mistakes that are literally killing your gains. Whether you're a gym rookie or a seasoned lifter, some of these errors could be the very thing slowing you down. Now, don't worry. We're not just here to point out what's going wrong. We'll be breaking down each mistake, explaining why it's so bad, and giving you actionable tips to turn things around. You'll walk away from this video ready to hit the gym smarter, train harder, and actually start seeing results. Let's jump right in. Mistake number 1, ego lifting. All right, first on the list is something we've all seen, and maybe even been guilty of at some point. I'm talking about ego lifting. You know the guy. He loads the barbell with every plate in sight, gets in a couple of shaky half reps, and walks away like he's just set a world record. But here's the thing. When you're lifting with your ego, you're not lifting with your muscles. You're relying on momentum, your joints, or even a spotter to move the weight, which means your muscles aren't doing the work they need to in order to grow. Beyond that, ego lifting is one of the fastest ways to get injured. When you're lifting weights your body isn't prepared to handle, you're putting an unnecessary strain on your joints, tendons, and ligaments. It's not just bad for your gains. It could put you out of the gym for weeks or even months. Fix. Instead of chasing big numbers just for bragging rights, focus on proper form and control. Drop the weight to something you can handle while maintaining good technique and full range of motion. That's how you really activate the muscle fibers that lead to growth. If your goal is long-term progress and staying injury-free, ego lifting has no place in your routine. Mistake number 2, ignoring the mind-muscle connection. Let's be real for a second. How many times have you zoned out during a set just going through the motions, counting the reps, and not really paying attention? If that sounds familiar, you're ignoring one of the most powerful tools for muscle growth: the mind-muscle connection. It might sound a bit woo-woo at first, but there's actual science behind this. When you consciously focus on contracting the muscle you're trying to work, you recruit more muscle fibers, which leads to more effective growth. Skipping out on this connection is like texting while driving. Your brain isn't fully engaged, and the results are going to be less than optimal. You might be moving the weight, but you're not targeting the muscle as efficiently as you could be. And that, my friends, is a huge missed opportunity. Fix. To build that mind-muscle connection, slow down and focus on each rep. Before you even lift the weight, take a second to think about the muscle you're about to work. During the lift, visualize the muscle contracting and lengthening. Whether you're doing curls, bench presses, or squats, your brain should be dialed into the specific muscle group. It's like adding an extra level of intensity to every single set, without even changing the weight. Mistake number 3, not eating enough protein. This is one of the most common mistakes I see, especially among people who are new to weightlifting. You're putting in the work at the gym, pushing your muscles to the limit, but then you're not giving your body the fuel it needs to repair and grow. Protein is the building block of muscle tissue. Without it, all the hard work you're doing in the gym is essentially going to waste. It's like trying to build a house with no bricks. It's just not going to happen. But here's where it gets tricky. Many people either underestimate how much protein they need, or think they're getting enough when they really aren't. Sure, you might be eating a chicken breast with dinner, but if you're serious about building muscle, you need to be more deliberate about your protein intake throughout the day. Fix. Aim for about 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight daily. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be consuming between 120 to 150 grams of protein per day. And don't worry, you don't have to get it all from bland chicken breasts or protein shakes. Incorporate a variety of protein sources like eggs, fish, tofu, lentils, and even Greek yogurt. Spread it out over your meals and snacks to make sure you're constantly fueling your muscles with what they need to grow. Mistake number 4, skipping leg day. This one's a classic. We've all heard the jokes about skipping leg day, but for some people it's no joke. It's a regular part of their routine. And while you might be dreaming of a big chiseled chest or shredded arms, neglecting your legs is a massive mistake. Your legs are home to some of the biggest muscles in your body, and training them can help boost your overall strength, muscle symmetry, and even your hormonal profile. Here's the deal. Exercises like squats, deadlifts, and lunges don't just build your legs. They trigger a massive release of growth-promoting hormones like testosterone and growth hormone. That means working your legs can actually help you build muscle everywhere in your body. Plus, a balanced physique looks way better than just an upper body that's big with skinny legs, right? Stop skipping leg day and start embracing it. Incorporate big compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and lunges into your routine. Even if you're not a fan of the burn, these exercises are essential for building a strong foundation. And trust me, the more you train your legs, the more you'll start to appreciate the results. Mistake number 5, not getting enough sleep. Here's a reality check. Your muscles don't actually grow while you're at the gym. Sure, lifting weights is what triggers growth, but the real muscle-building magic happens while you're resting. Specifically, when you're sleeping. Sleep is when your body repairs the muscle fibers you've torn during your workouts and builds them back stronger. Now, if you're not getting enough sleep or if your sleep quality is poor, you're essentially shortchanging your recovery process. That means all that hard work you're putting in during the day is being undermined by your poor nighttime habits. And it's not just your muscles that suffer. Your hormones, including testosterone, take a hit when you're not well rested. Make sleep a priority, just like you do with your workouts. Aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep each night. That means turning off the screens at least an hour before bed, creating a calming bedtime routine, and optimizing your sleep environment. Think cool, dark, and quiet. If you can nail your sleep schedule, you'll not only see better muscle growth, but you'll also have more energy and better performance in the gym. Mistake number 6, overtraining. It's easy to think that more is better, right? More sets, more reps, more days in the gym. That must lead to more muscle, right? Wrong. Overtraining is a very real thing, and it can completely stall your progress or worse, lead to injury. When you push your body too hard without giving it enough time to rest and recover, you're not allowing your muscles to rebuild and grow. Instead, you're just breaking them down over and over again. And here's the kicker. Overtraining doesn't just affect your muscles. It can also mess with your central nervous system, leading to fatigue, irritability, and even a decrease in your immune function. So, while it might feel like you're doing more to get stronger, you're actually holding yourself back. Balance your training with proper recovery. If you're lifting heavy, give yourself at least 48 hours before hitting the same muscle group again. Incorporate active rest days with lighter activities like walking, stretching, or yoga. And if you're feeling run down or noticing signs of overtraining, like persistent soreness, decreased performance, or trouble sleeping, listen to your body and take a break. Rest is just as important as your time in the gym when it comes to building muscle. Mistake number 7, cardio overload. Cardio is great for your heart, endurance, and overall health. But when it comes to building muscle, too much cardio can actually work against you. Here's why. Long, steady-state cardio sessions can burn a ton of calories that your body could be using to build muscle. Plus, excessive cardio can signal your body to prioritize endurance over muscle growth, meaning your body could start breaking down muscle tissue for fuel. Now, don't get me wrong, cardio has its place, especially if you're trying to stay lean or improve your cardiovascular health. But if your primary goal is to build muscle, you've got to be strategic about how you incorporate it into your routine. Limit your cardio sessions and focus on strength training as your primary form of exercise. If you want to include cardio, consider high-intensity interval training, HIIT, instead of long, steady-state sessions. HIIT is shorter, more intense, and has been shown to preserve muscle while improving cardiovascular fitness. You'll get the best of both worlds without sabotaging your gains. Mistake number 8, relying too much on supplements. Let's be clear, supplements can be helpful, but they're not magic pills. Too many people think that if they just take the right combination of powders and pills, they'll instantly transform their body. The reality? No supplement can replace hard work, a solid diet, and a consistent training program. Supplements like protein powder, creatine, and pre-workouts can certainly give you an edge, but they're only meant to supplement an already strong foundation. Relying on them too heavily not only drains your wallet but also leads to unrealistic expectations. Focus on getting the majority of your nutrients from whole foods. Build your diet around lean proteins, complex carbs, and healthy fats. Use supplements to fill in gaps or for convenience when whole foods aren't available, but don't make them the cornerstone of your muscle-building strategy. Supplements are the icing on the cake, not the cake itself. Mistake number 9, inconsistent training. Consistency is the secret sauce to muscle building, and without it, all your hard work can go to waste. If you're only hitting the gym here and there, don't expect to see meaningful progress. Building muscle is a long-term game, and it requires regular, consistent effort over time. The thing is, muscles respond to progressive overload, and that only happens when you're consistently challenging them with resistance. The problem many people face is that they go all in for a few weeks, then fall off the wagon, and wonder why they're not seeing results. It's like planting a tree and then forgetting to water it half the time. It's just not going to grow. Fix. Commit to a regular training schedule that you can stick to. Whether it's 3, 4, or 5 days a week, make sure it's sustainable for your lifestyle. Set realistic goals and create a routine that fits into your daily life. The key is to stay consistent over the long term, even when you're not feeling super motivated. That's when the real progress happens. Mistake number 10. Not tracking your progress. One of the most common reasons people fail to make consistent gains is that they're not tracking what they're doing. If you're not keeping track of your workouts, how do you know if you're improving? It's easy to think you're making progress, but without concrete data, you're just guessing. When you track your workouts, whether it's the weight you lifted, the number of reps you completed, or the amount of time you spent in the gym, you have a clear picture of where you started and how far you've come. Plus, it gives you a tangible way to set and achieve new goals, which keeps you motivated. Fix. Start keeping a workout log. You can use a notebook, an app, or even the notes on your phone, whatever works best for you. Record the weight, sets, and reps for each exercise, and aim to improve by adding weight, reps, or sets each week. This way, you'll have a clear roadmap to follow, and you'll know exactly what's working and what's not. Mistake number 11, forgetting to warm up. Skipping your warm-up might save you a few minutes, but in the long run, it's going to cost you big time. Jumping straight into heavy lifting without properly warming up your muscles is like trying to race a car without letting the engine heat up first. You're asking for trouble. Warming up helps increase blood flow to your muscles, improves your range of motion, and primes your body for the intense work ahead. Not only does warming up improve your performance during your workout, but it also significantly reduces the risk of injury. And if you get injured, guess what? You're not building muscle. So skipping the warm-up is really just sabotaging your long-term progress. Fix. Spend at least 5-10 minutes warming up before you start lifting. Start with some light cardio to get your heart rate up, followed by dynamic stretches that target the muscles you're about to work. For example, if you're doing leg day, include exercises like bodyweight squats or lunges to get those muscles fired up. Trust me, taking a few extra minutes to warm up will pay off in the long run. Mistake number 12. Neglecting compound lifts, focusing only on isolation. Exercises like bicep curls or leg extensions isn't going to cut it if you're serious about building muscle. Sure, those exercises can help shape your muscles, but if you're not doing compound lifts, you're missing out on some serious gains. Compound lifts, think squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and pull-ups, work multiple muscle groups at once, which means they stimulate more muscle fibers and lead to greater overall growth. The beauty of compound lifts is that they don't just help you build muscle, they also improve your strength, coordination, and even your metabolism. Plus, because they're so efficient at targeting multiple muscles at once, they're perfect for people who don't have hours to spend at the gym. Fix. Make compound lifts the foundation of your workout routine. Focus on movements like squats, deadlifts, bench presses, rows, and pull-ups. These exercises should form the core of your program, and then you can add isolation exercises as a supplement to target specific muscles. Compound lifts are the most efficient way to build serious muscle, so don't skip them. Mistake number 13. Not drinking enough water. Hydration is one of those things that's easy to overlook, but it has a huge impact on your muscle building progress. When you're dehydrated, your muscles can't function at their best. You'll feel weaker, your endurance will suffer, and your recovery will be slower. Plus, water plays a key role in the process of protein synthesis, which is how your muscles repair and grow. Think about it. Your muscles are about 75% water, so if you're not drinking enough, you're essentially starving them of the fuel they need to perform and grow. And the more you sweat during your workouts, the more water you need to replace. Fix. Make hydration a priority throughout your day, not just when you're at the gym. Aim to drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water daily, and more if you're working out intensely. Keep a water bottle with you at all times, and take sips between sets to stay hydrated during your workout. Your muscles will thank you. Mistake number 14. Skipping recovery. Work? We've all been there. You finish a tough workout, and the last thing you want to do is spend extra time stretching or foam rolling. But skipping your recovery work is one of the quickest ways to run into problems down the road. Stretching, foam rolling, and mobility work are essential for maintaining flexibility, preventing injuries, and keeping your muscles functioning properly. When you neglect recovery, your muscles become tight and stiff, which can lead to imbalances and a higher risk of injury. Plus, proper recovery work helps reduce soreness and improves your overall performance, allowing you to push harder in your next workout. Fix. Dedicate 10 to 15 minutes at the end of your workout to recovery work. Start with static stretching, focusing on the muscles you just worked. Then, use a foam roller to target any tight areas or knots in your muscles. Incorporating recovery into your routine will help you stay injury-free and keep making progress over the long term. Mistake number 15, not eating enough overall. Building muscle requires fuel, plain and simple. You can't expect to grow if you're not eating enough calories to support that growth. The problem is, many people are so focused on staying lean that they end up under-eating, which starves their muscles of the energy they need to grow. If you're not eating enough, your body will prioritize basic functions over muscle building, and you'll struggle to see progress. It's like trying to drive a car with no gas. It's just not going to happen. Fix. Make sure you're eating enough calories to support muscle growth. Start by calculating your maintenance calories, then add a surplus of about 200 to 500 calories per day to fuel your muscles. Focus on nutrient-dense foods like lean proteins, complex carbs, and healthy fats. And don't be afraid of eating a little extra if you want to build muscle. The key is to fuel your body so it can build the muscle you're working for. There you have it, the 15 muscle-building mistakes that 99% of people make. But now that you know what they are, you've got the tools to fix them. Building muscle isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. If you can avoid these common pitfalls, you'll be on your way to bigger, stronger muscles in no time. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Healthy Habit Hub, and drop a comment below with any other fitness tips or mistakes you've learned from. Let's keep growing stronger together.